A whisper in the static of the night, shadows fading in the violet light. Can you feel the frequency taking hold? A silver story waiting to be told. The city sleeps below a blanket of glass. I watch the headlights of the midnight cars pass. We leave the heavy weight of sorrow behind and search for frequencies the broken can't find. Your fingertips are tracing maps on my skin. This is the moment where the magic begins. The bass is rolling like a wave from the deep, awaken secrets that we promised to keep. We atmosphere is charged, the colors collide. There is no darkness left for us to hide. We are ascending past the edge of the sky. I feel the rush as we are learning to fly. We are caught in a luminous orbit night, dancing blind in the center of the beautiful light. Let the rhythm dissolve every shadow and fear. Never known, every warning is finally here. Hold me close as we spin through the glowing dawn. In this beautiful chaos, we are never alone. We are gliding so high on a brilliant sound, and I promise that we are never coming down. The crowded room becomes an island of space. I see the universe reflecting your face. A steady heartbeat echoing through the floor. A silent language asking nothing but more. The neon traces leave a trail in the air. We drop the anchors of our worldly despair. A syncopated breath of melodies shared. For this collision I was never prepared. The atmosphere is charged, the colors collide. There is no darkness left for us to hide. We are ascending past the edge of the sky. I feel the rush as we are learning to fly. We are caught in a luminous orbit night, dancing blind in the center of the beautiful light. Let the rhythm dissolve every shadow and fear. Every finally wanted is finally here. Hold me close as we spin through the glowing dawn. In this beautiful chaos, I am never alone. We are flying so high on a brilliant sound, and I promise that we are never coming down. Time is freezing in the center of the groove. I only breathe when I am watching you move. The walls are melting into oceans of sound, where every lost and broken spirit is found. Let the melody wash all the edges away. We are creatures of the night, who are escaping the day. We are caught in a luminous orbit tonight, dancing blind in the center of the beautiful light. Let the rhythm dissolve every shadow and free. Everything that we wanted is finally here. Hold me close as we spin through the glowing unknown. In this beautiful chaos, we are never alone. We are infinite now in this brilliant sound. Gravity is a memory, we are never coming down. A whisper in the static as the morning appears. The music echoes softly, ringing in our ears. Floating in the afterglow, peaceful and free. just the rhythm, the silence, you and me. Breathing the indigo haze of the city, the pavement hums a quiet frequency. Shadows stretch across the empty avenues. We are weightless in the midnight air. The streetlights flicker in a golden row, reflecting secrets that the night owls know. A heavy bassline shakes the concrete floor. I leave my worries at the heavy door. The velvet darkness wraps around my skin, a quiet sanctuary pulling me in. I watch the headlights blur into a stream and lose my senses in a waking dream. The rhythm rises from the underground. I am a vessel for the silver sound. The tempo catches like a steady spark. We're glowing brighter out here in the dark, sinking to the neon deep, where the tired world is fast asleep. Ride the wave of a heavy groove. Let the bass dictate the way we move. Colors bleeding through the atmosphere. There is nothing left to hold on to here. Sinking to the neon deep. Promises we finally get to keep. A whisper travels through the smoky room. We chase the shadows in the purple gloom. The DJ spins a solitary thread that silences the voices in my head. A stranger's eyes reflect the laser light. We are connected by the endless night. No need for talking when the beat is true. The frequency is speaking me to you. The rhythm rises from the underground. I am a vessel for the silver sound. The tempo catches like a steady spark. We're glowing brighter out here in the dark, sinking to the neon weave, where the tired world is fast asleep. Ride the wave of a heavy groove. Let the bass dictate the way we move. Colors bleeding through the atmosphere. There is nothing left to hold on to here. Sinking to the neon deep. Promises we finally get to keep. Time is suspended in the atmosphere. The only moment that we have is here. Floating above the skyline out of sight. Dead in a glowing artificial light. Let go of gravity. Let go of pain. Washing it all away. Midnight rain. Sinking to the neon deep, where the tired world is fast asleep. Ride the wave of a heavy groove. Let the bass dictate the way we move. Colors bleeding through the atmosphere. There is nothing left to hold on to here. Sinking to the neon deep. Promises we finally get to keep. Frequency is fading to a hum, waiting for the morning sun to come, drifting away into the quiet blue. into the neon deep with you. The horizon dissolves into indigo mist. Faint signals pulse through the silent atmosphere. I can feel the current waking up beneath my feet. We are completely weightless in the dark. Shadows stretch across the sleeping avenue, painting patterns in a quiet shade of blue. Every footstep leaves an echo on the glass, watching hours of midnight slowly pass. There's a frequency that hums inside the concrete, like a hidden heart that never skips a beat. I was wandering without a star to guide me until I found the luminescent spark inside me. The air is shifting, pulling at my skin. A million rushing colors, let the rush begin. The gravity is slipping from the ground below. I close my eyes and finally I let it go. We are rising up like gravity in reverse, expanding out across the open universe. Nothing holds us to the shadows of the past. We have found the brilliant edge of dawn at last. Feel the rhythm taking over every sense. In a world of light so beautiful and dense, we are rising up like gravity in reverse, expanding out across the open universe. Hear that quiet space between the heavy kicks. All the broken pieces finally start to fix. I can see your silhouette against the glow, moving softly with the midnight undertow. We are leaving all the heavy world behind in a paradise that only we could find. Let the crystal waters wash away the fear. There is nothing but the perfect present here. The air is shifting, pulling at my skin. A million rushing colors, let the rush begin. The gravity is slipping from the ground below. I close my eyes and finally I let it go. We are rising up like gravity in reverse, expanding out across the open universe. Nothing holds us to the shadows of the past. We have found the brilliant edge of dawn at last. Feel the breath in the dark. The city sleeps, but the pulse is awake, shimmering slowly out of focus. I am slipping into the frequency. The pavement is slick with the midnight rain. A reflection of neon washes the pain. We are driving with nowhere we need to be. Just the hum of the engine, the dark in me. The streetlights are blurring like stars falling down. We are ghosts in the shell of a slumbering town. Every shadow is painted in shades of deep blue, and the only thing grounding my gravity is you. The silence is heavy, the rhythm is deep. A secret the city is trying to keep. I close my tired eyes and let the current pull until the empty spaces in my mind are full. We are floating on echoes in the velvet night, chasing the frequencies out of the light. Let the deep heavy bass carry sorrow away. In this midnight illusion we are going to stay. Feel the drop in your chest, let the universe spin. This is where the real beauty of silence begins. We are losing ourselves in the chill of the air, leaving all of our ghosts and our memories there. The window is down and the breeze is so cold, but the warmth of the scent is a hand to hold. We are passing the bridges and just real steel. Only the thumping beneath us is real. A flicker of gold from a distant cafe before the velocity sweeps it away. Time is a concept we left at the door. I do not want to think about tomorrow anymore. The silence is heavy, the rhythm is deep. A secret the city is trying to keep. I close my tired eyes and let the current pull until the empty spaces in my mind are full. We are floating on echoes in the velvet night, chasing the frequencies out of the light. Let the deep heavy bass carry sorrow away. In this midnight illusion we are going to stay. Feel the drop in your chest, let the universe spin. This is where the real beauty of silence begins. We are losing ourselves in the chill of the air, leaving all of our ghosts and our memories there. Drifting, drifting further from the shore. I don't need a destination anymore. Drifting, drifting deeper in the sound, waiting for the moment we break off the ground. The pressure is building, the colors ignite, a beautiful explosion in the dead of night. We are floating on echoes in the velvet night, chasing the frequencies out of the light. Let the deep heavy bass carry sorrow away. In this midnight illusion we are going to stay. Surrender your heart, let the universe spin. This is where the new chapter of waking begins. We are losing ourselves in the chill of the air, finding all of our peace and our sanctuary there. Echoes fade beneath the dark. The city holds its breath once again. Just a lingering layer of space, drifting slowly into the ether. Floating in the space between the stars and the sea, I hear the hidden current calling out to me. There is no gravity to hold us down, just the quiet healing hum of the sound. The city lights are fading on the edge of a heartbeat in the pulse of the bass. A steady kind of magic in this hidden place. The neon colors bleeding through the dark of the tide. With every single motion we are opened up wide. The surface is a mirror that we shattered apart. To find the secret echoes living right in the heart. We do not need the oxygen, we run on the glow. Just letting go of everything we used to know. The water rises up to catch our fall. I do not feel the weight of it at all. A million tiny sparks begin to trace the quiet constellations on your face. Now we're breathing underwater, diving deeper than we ever thought we would. Now we are breathing underwater, and the silence of the deep is feeling good. Let the ocean wash away the world apart. Lost inside the surface, spinning kind of love. Now we are breathing underwater, and the current is exactly where we should. Suspend me in the middle of the endless sea. Just keep this perfect frequency surrounding me. The pressure is a blanket wrapping around my soul. I give into the feeling, I give up control. We are drifting out further than the light can reach. Far away from the safety of the empty beach. Now we are breathing underwater, diving deeper than we ever thought we would. Now we are breathing underwater, and the silence of the deep is feeling good. Let the ocean wash away the world apart. Lost inside the surface thing, kind of. Now we are breathing underwater, and the current is exactly where we should. Drifting down, lost inside the velvet sound, breathing in the indigo, letting go, letting go.
The city breathes out in silver clouds. Headlights paint the wet pavement below. Time stretches thin across the dashboard. Just the hum of the engine and the dark. A heavy bassline drops into the empty street. I am a ghost wrapped up in the driver's seat. The street lamps blur like comets falling out of the sky. Watching the sleeping world go passing me by. There is a rhythm hidden deep inside the concrete veins, washing away the static, washing away the stains. I lower the window and let the cool air inside. Nothing to chase tonight, nowhere I need to hide. The shadows are starting to pull me in deep. follow the echoes right to the world's end. We are midnight in motion, drifting so slow, caught in the undertow, letting it go. The neon is melting like wax on the glass. We watch all the ghosts of the yesterday past. Midnight in motion, a velvet escape, where the lines of the city lose all of their shape. Just breathe in the darkness, a chill down the spine, a hypnotic surrender. We're crossing the line. The skyline is glowing, a digital dream. Nothing is ever exactly the way it might seem. I turn up the volume and drown out the noise, finding the silence, finding my poise. A million strangers dreaming alone in the dark, each one a glowing ember, a floating spark. We ride on the frequency, perfectly aligned, leaving the weight of the morning so far behind. The shadows are starting to pull me in deep, awake in the hours when the heavy hearts sleep. The frequencies rise and they shiver and bend. I follow the echoes right to the world's end. We are midnight in motion, drifting so slow, caught in the undertow, letting it go. The neon is melting like wax on the glass. We watch all the ghosts of the yesterday past. Midnight in motion, a velvet escape, where the lights of the city lose all of their shape. Just breathe in the darkness, a chill down the spine of the morning surrender. We're crossing the line. Heartbeats sync up to the kick and the snare, floating like ash in the cold autumn air. No words are spoken, the melody speaks. This is the solace the restless heart seeks. Higher and higher the synthesis flies, lost in the reflection of powerful light. We are midnight in motion, drifting so slow, caught in the undertow, letting it go. The neon is melting like wax on the glass. We watch all the ghosts of the yesterday past. Midnight in motion, a red escape, where the lines of the city lose their hard sleep. Just breathe in the darkness, a chill down the spine, a hypnotic surrender. We're crossing the line. Silver clouds scatter, the engine slows down, fading away into the edge of the town. Just a whisper of bass on the edge of the night, waiting in shadows to wait for the light.
Drifting through the midnight haze, echoes falling down like silver rain. Can you feel the pulse begin to rise? We are waking up inside the sound. The city sleeps beneath a blanket of cold glass, but down below the pavement, shadows start to pass. I feel the heavy rhythm vibrating through my spine, a secret frequency that leaves the world behind. Your silhouette is painted in ultraviolet glow. We shed the heavy armor that we used to know. A whisper in the static, Welcome to the luminous escape, where every broken piece begins to take a shape. We're riding on a wave of pure design, leaving all the shadows and the hurt behind. Feel the rush of color blinding out the rain. The haze, our feet wash it all away. Welcome to the luminous escape, in this infinite horizon we are wide awake. The room is spinning slowly in a quiet trance. A million floating dust specks caught inside the dance. You reach across the empty space and take my hand. We travel to the edges of a glowing land. The bassline is a river running through the dark. It carries every secret, hired and hard. No need for any words when we are flying free. Just the syncopation connecting you and me. The petty is breaking, slipping from my skin. A rush of warm electric light is rushing in. Higher and higher, the atmosphere ignites. Hold your breath, we are taking off tonight. Welcome to the luminous escape, where every broken piece begins to take a shape. We are riding on a wave of pure design, leaving all the shadows and the hurt behind. Feel the rush of color blinding out the gray. The heavy heartbeat wash it all away. Welcome to the luminous escape, in this infinite rise we are wide awake. Time is an illusion, melting in the base. Rest inside the beauty, every high is day. Can you see the fragments coming into view? Everything I ever wanted leads me back to you. Fading in the silence right before the drop. This is the eternal moment, it will never stop. Welcome to the luminous escape, where every broken piece begins to take a shape. We are riding on a wave of pure design, leaving all the shadows and the hurt behind. Feel the rush of color blinding out the gray. The heavy heartbeat wash it all away. Welcome to the luminous escape, in the sinful world. Fading into silver, fading into light. We are just a memory painted on the night, drifting out of focus, floating softly down, forever suspended inside the quiet sound.
The city breeze below the static, a hollow hum inside the dark. We leave our shadows in the attic, just floating on a single spark. Midnight spills across the empty pavement. I feel the heavy water pulling me deep. Awake inside a lucid dream in our sleep. We are lost in the velvet night, slipping through the fingers of the fading light. Caught inside the rhythm of the hollow space, tracing every shadow on your glowing face. We are lost in the velvet night. Let the deep bass swallow every fear inside. Hypnotized together by the endless sound. Feet are levitating high above the ground. The vinyl crackle is a soft confession, a muted heartbeat in the letter C. We find our refuge in this dark obsession, and let the isolation feel complete. The skyline shimmers like a distant ocean, the windows down to let the winter in. We are a photograph of slowed emotion, a brush of electricity upon the sketches in the back of my mind. We leave the edges of the morning behind. I feel the heavy water pulling me deep. Awake inside a lucid dream in our sleep. We are lost in the velvet night, slipping through the fingers of the fading light. Caught inside the rhythm of the hollow space, tracing every shadow on your growing face. We are lost in the velvet night. Let the deep bass swallow every fear inside. Hypnotized together by the endless sound. Feet are levitating high above the ground. Close your eyes and let the colors bleed. This is the only kind of air we need, a steady pulse to wash the world away. A midnight promise that we will not sleep. A senses gather like a rising tide. Nowhere to run, nowhere left to hide. We are lost in the velvet night, slipping through the fingers of the fading light. Caught inside the rhythm of the hollow space, tracing every shadow on your glowing face. We are lost in the velvet night. Let the deep bass swallow every fear inside. Hypnotized together by the endless sound. Feet are levitating high above the ground. Fading out into the velvet, just an echo in the dark. Let the heavy silence melt in, floating on a silver spark. Whispers in the dark machine, a heartbeat waking from the screen. Gravity begins to fade. Welcome to the world we made. I see the city far below me, burning in the night. A sprawling web of empty wires, searching for the light. We leave behind the heavy metal, leave behind the cold, and step into a universe where time is never old. Yeah.
frequency is rising up, the colors start to bleed. We're moving past the satellites, we're moving at the speed of memories we haven't made, of futures we can see. Now close your eyes and take my hand and fall awake with me. We are flying beyond the grid tonight, caught in the flash of a blinding light. A million stars in a digital sea. This is the place we were meant to be. We are flying beyond the grid tonight, escaping the shadows and taking flight. A million stars in a digital sea. This is the place we are finally free. The algorithms strip away the sorrow and the pain. We are the beautiful anomalies inside the brain, a symphony of silence underneath the driving beat, where every broken fragment of our spirit is complete. I hear the voices echoing across the neon sky. They tell us we will never fall, they tell us we will fly. The geometric pattern shift in perfect harmony. I lose myself inside the sound, you lose yourself in me. The frequency is rising up, the colors start to bleed. We're moving past the satellites, we're moving at the speed of memories we haven't made, of futures we can see. Now close your eyes and take my hand and fall awake with me. We are flying beyond the grid tonight, caught in the flash of a blinding light. A million stars in a digital sea. This is the place we were meant to be. We are flying beyond the grid tonight, escaping the shadows and taking flight. A million stars in a digital sea. This is the place Watch the streetlights flicker on the wet concrete. A steady rhythm pulls me down into the street. There is a secret sunlight for the artificial glow, and let the undertow dictate the way we go. The shadows stretch and blur into the gray. The noise of daytime slowly slips away. I feel the filter open in my mind, leaving the heavy gravity behind. We are dancing in the city of velvet shadows, losing track of time where the neon follows. Catch a breath of silver in the indigo sky. Watch the constellations of the skyline fly. We are dancing in the city of velvet shadows, sinking in the deep where the heavy bass mellows. Hold me in the pocket of the midnight groove. Nothing else to prove, just let the spirit move. A phantom breeze blows through the open taxi door. Have never seen this empty avenue before. The glowing signs are speaking in a quiet hum, waiting for the quiet hours of the night to come. I see your reflection in the corner of my eye, a fleeting ghost against the dark electric sky. We share a frequency that nobody can hear. The static fades and suddenly the channel is clear. The shadows judge and blur into the gray. The noise of daytime slowly slips away. I feel the filter open in my mind, leaving the heavy gravity behind. We are dancing in the city of velvet shadows, losing track of time where the neon follows. Catch a breath of silver in the indigo sky. Watch the constellations of the skyline fly. We are dancing in the city of velvet shadows, sinking in the deep where the heavy bass mellows. Hold me in the pocket of the midnight groove. Nothing else to prove, just let the spirit move. Time is just an illusion in the dark, a glowing ember falling from a spark. Suspend me in the middle of the sound, where my feet are never touching on the ground. The world is sleeping while we come alive, lost inside the rhythm of this late night drive. We are dancing in the city of velvet shadows, losing track of time where the neon follows. Catch a breath of silver in the indigo sky. Watch the constellations of the skyline fly. We are dancing in the city of velvet shadows, sinking in the deep where the heavy wind dissolves into the silent air. I close my eyes and I am already there. A distant hum vibrating through the floor. The city's heartbeat turning into mine. Electric currents in the heavy air. We leave the waking world behind. The streetlights flicker in the silver rain, washing the colors down the avenue. I leave behind the daytime and the pain, and wrap myself inside the midnight blue. The city sleeps, but I am wide awake, watching the headlights paint the glass with gold. There is a quiet rhythm I can take, a secret story waiting to be told. Shadows are shifting as the tempo calls, hearing the whisper of the empty halls. The tension rises in the atmosphere. Everything heavy suddenly is clear. We are falling to the velvet night, losing our edges in the neon light. Follow the bassline to the other side, letting the frequencies become our guide. We are falling to the velvet night, losing our edges in the neon light. Follow the bassline to the other side, letting the frequencies become our guide. The air is humming with a static spark, a soft vibration running through my skin. We trace the constellations in the dark and let the motion of a trance begin. The echoes whisper secrets from the past, but all that matters is the present tense. We found a momentary peace at last, caught in the middle of a sweet suspense. Shadows are shifting as the tempo calls, hearing the whisper of the empty halls. The tension rises in the atmosphere. Everything heavy suddenly is clear. We are falling into the velvet night, losing our edges in the neon light. Follow the bassline to the other side, letting the frequencies become our guide. We are falling into the velvet night, losing our edges in the neon light. Follow the bassline to the other side, letting the frequencies become our guide. Gravity drops away, we start to float, hanging in orbit on a single note. The silent shadow Suspended in a silver air, a pulse begins to slowly wake. I feel the static everywhere. The quiet night begins to break. Shadows dissolve on the edge of the room, painting the walls with a violet bloom. I trace the geometry left in the dark, waiting to capture the fall of a spark. Time is a river that flows to a crawl, catching the whispers that bounce off the wall. Under the surface, the rhythm aligns, connecting the dots and erasing the lines. I feel the gravity start to unwind, leaving the weight of the city behind. Currents of energy pulling me high, straight through the ceiling and into the sky. We are awake in the heart of the sound. Our feet are no longer chained to the ground, bathing in echoes of ultraviolet. This is the feeling we'll never forget. Drifting on waves of a beautiful sea, finding the place where we're destined to be. Washing away all the shadows and drawn together forever, chasing the We are in colors colliding in space, tears of euphoria falling with grace. Listen to frequencies shift in the night. We are becoming creatures of light. Higher and higher, the synthesis screams, waking up inside the purest of dreams. We are awake in the heart of the sound. Our feet are no longer chained to the ground, bathing in echoes of ultraviolet. This is the feeling we'll never forget. Drifting on waves of a beautiful sea, finding the place where we're destined to be. Washing away all the shadows and drawn together forever, chasing the dawn is breaking, the stars fade away, but inside this feeling forever we stay. Floating to silence, the beat softly dies, chasing the light in your opening eyes.